Guys, here's homework number 11, factoring a sum and difference of cubes. So we're going to look at number 1, and here's our formulas so that we can have those handy dandy when we work on some of these. Okay, so for number 1, they are both perfect cubes, so we're good there. There's two terms, so I know we are going to be using, well, first, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take the cube root of both of them first, shall we? So we're going to take the cube root of both of those. I'll actually use so we can see it more clearly. So we take the cube root, which is what times itself 3 times is those, right? So we're going to denote this as a. So a is going to equals to x, because, right, what times itself 3 times is x to the third. X times x times x. So a is equal to x. The cube root of 125, you guys, is, well, what times itself 3 times is 125, and that's 5. So b is equal to 5. Now, we're going to use this formula in order to find our factors. Our a is x, so x, plus our b, which is 5. Remember, everywhere you see an a, it is now x, and everywhere you see a b, it is now 5. A to the second is x to the second power. A times b, our a times our b is 5 times x for 5x. And our b squared, you guys, that's 5 raised to the second power for 25. And there's our factors. Okay. Let's do number 3. Okay, two terms. They are both perfect cubes, so we could take the cube root to both of them. The cube root of x to the third is x. X times x times x is x to the third. The cube root of 64 is 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So those are a and our b. Now we're going to use the formula. We got to use this one now because there is a minus sign in between. So what is our a value? That's x. Minus, what's our b value? That's 4. A to the second power, you guys. Our a to the second is x to the second power. A times b is 4x. So plus 4x. B to the second power is 16. Because, right, 4 to the second power, you guys, is 16. Okay. Number 14. Now 250 and 128 are not perfect cubes. So a number that can go into both 250 and 128, you guys, is 2. Also, you can take away an x from each variable. So we're going to have 125 x to the third plus 64, right? 250 divided by 2 is 125. 128 divided by 2 is 64. And we could take away an x from both. So now 125 and 64, you guys, those are perfect cubes. So we're going to take the cube root to both sides. I am not going to forget that our 2x has to be in our answer later on. Okay, the cube root of 125x to the third is 5x, right? What times itself 3 times is 125x to the third? 5x. The cube root of 64 is 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Now we can use our formula, right? We are going to be using the a cubed plus b cubed 1, the plus 1. Why? Because there's a plus sign in between both of them. So Again, don't forget our 2x, right? RA plus RB is 5x plus 4. Now, we have a to the second, right? Well, 5x raised to the second power, and that's 25x squared. So this, you guys, is 25x squared. RA times RB is, right, 5x times 4, you guys, that's 20x. And RB to the second, well, what's 4 to the second power, you guys? That's 16. And there is our factors. 17. Okay, is 64 and 1 perfect cubes? They are. So we are going to cube root both of them. The cube root of 64x to the third, you guys, is not 8, 4x. The cube root of 1, you guys, is 1. And now we can plug in our a and b into the formula. Again, we're going to be using this one because there's a plus sign in between the 64x to the third and 1. And now we just plug in, right? A is 4x, b is 1. Now, a to the second, right? That's a raised to the second, 16x squared. What is our a times our b? 4x times 1? It's just 4x, so minus 4x. And b squared, you guys, 1 to the second power, you guys, is just 1. And your guys' last one. 343 and 64 are both perfect cubes. Now, please don't forget this, you guys. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. Do not forget to write the m variable. The cube root of m to the third, you guys, is m times m times m. For our b, the cube root of 64, you guys, is 4, and the cube root of n to the third is n. So now we're going to use this formula because there's a plus sign in between. A is 7m, our b is plus 4n. Now our a squared, you guys, that would be 7m, that's our a raised to the second, 49m squared. Now our a times our b, you guys, 4 times 7 is 28. And then m times n is nm. And then we have our b squared, you guys, so this is our b value, right? Raise that to the second, 16n squared. And that is how you guys do your sum and difference of cubes. So hopefully that's helped you guys out, and good luck on the rest of the problems, okay? Good luck, you guys. Peace.